Hi and welcome to Art a la carte. Today I'm going to show you how to make these cute and delicious looking little boxes that you can use to store gifts in or to put your art supplies in there. I find them really handy and it's just extra fun when they're so cutely decorated. It's really easy. It's an art form called deco denning and I'm going to show you how to do that today on Art a la carte. So you can deco den just about anything. I have this wooden box that I got here and I deco denned it. I just painted it white and decorated it. I use it to hold all my bottles of glitter. I know, there's a lot of bottles of glitter, but yeah. But really, like, here's a light plate switch that I've decorated. I did this one and then this one. And this one's fun because it actually glows in the dark. And I'll show you how to do that later on in today's video. So when you're deco denning, the first thing you're going to do is find something to decorate, a container or something. And I got this package of little tiny Tupperware containers. I got it actually at the Dollar Tree, so it was a really good buy and they're cute. The thing you want to look for is that the lids actually stay on pretty good because it's going to be a little bit heavier, and if the lids aren't secure or kind of flimsy, they'll fall off really easy and then it makes your container not so usable. But you also want to make sure that it has something that you can pull on and not on the deco denning, because it can actually, after a while, pull up this stuff. So this has a nice lip here, so I'm not pulling on the actual decorating. I can actually pull on the lip. So a couple things to look for when you're finding your object to decorate. I'm actually going to put in my plastic to cover, because you're going to be working with some stuff that can get your surface dirty, so you want to protect your surface. So let's look at some of the tools. So you have your container that you're going to want to decorate, and you're going to need to get some silicone. This is acrylic silicone caulking. I got this at Farr's hardware store, so you can go down, or you can get it at Walmart. The only thing you want to make sure is that it says that it's white. You can get the transparent kind and you can get white, and you want this to be the white kind. Also get it in this tube. They do sell them in, like, for the gun, and so you can squeeze it out, but it doesn't work well for deco denning. You want it in this tube so you can squeeze it out. You're going to actually use this as you would frosting, and we're going to pipe it out. So we need that. And you also need some things to decorate it with. So here I have my cute Hello Kitty lunchbox, and in here I have all sorts of Scribbler's paints, and this is going to make your drizzle and other frosting colors, so you want a selection of different Scribbler paints. I also have this one, which is glow in the dark. I use this one and it makes really fun glow in the dark creations. So a selection of those, and then you're going to need a sorting of decorations. Now, these are the ones that I'm going to be using for my box. So I have this little clay crepe that I made. Let's zoom in a little bit. So I made this with polymer baked clay, and actually used the silicone in there. But I'm going to use this, and then I have a little cinnamon roll that I'm going to use. This little cookie with some frosting on it. A little chocolate Swiss cake roll. And then I also have this little plastic cup that I just got at a little secondhand shop for next to nothing. Got a whole bunch of them. So I'm going to use these as my decorations. But if you don't have these, there's lots of things that you can use. You can use rhinestones, like little gems, and I got these ones at the Dollar Tree, and they're pretty cute. You can use little sequences, those kind of things. Here's just these little girl play necklaces, the beads, and I just cut the little beads off, and it makes little cute decorations. You can use, this is an eraser I got. It's a little cupcake eraser. You could use that and stick that on top of there. Just kind of keep your eyes out. There's lots of different things that you can use as a decoration. Last thing that you're going to need is some icing tips that you would find in your cake decorating sections. The one thing is anything you use for art, whether it's silicone or making resin, make sure that you only ever use those for that art project. You don't use them again for actually decorating a cake. And so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to decorate the drizzly down here. As you can kind of see, I have it kind of like it's leaking down. So I'm just going to take this, I'm going to shake it down to the bottom, and I'm going to put up, oh, helps if I'm in focus. So I'm going to put a little ball of scribbler paint, and then I'm going to pull it down. And I'm going to go over, pull it down, and I'm just going to keep doing this motion. And notice I'm not keeping the same distance with each one. I'm making a little variances. Now I have two of these, and I'm actually going to swap lids so that I can do both of these. So I'm going to do the lid on this one, but when I get done, I'll switch it over onto this top. To keep the silicone will stick pretty well to the plastic, but it's not super tight. So if someone picks at it, it will lift up after a while. So having the puffy paint on the actual plastic and then having the silicone on the puffy paint really gives it an extra firm bond, and it's going to help it not to peel up. So we're going to do that. Now you can do whatever color, but because I have the drizzle coming down in pink, I'm going to wrap this in pink. So basically all I'm going to do is I'm going to take this top here, and I'm just going to run a ribbon of puffy paint all the way around it. For some silicone. Alright, so I take my lid off, and I'm going to just squeeze a bunch of silicone to the bottom right there. Then you're going to smear this out. I just have a little clay tool that I use, and this washes right up if you wash it right away. Don't let it sit. I'm going to actually fill in my parfait cup. So I'm going to take my chocolate scribblers, and I'm going to put in the bottom of my cup. I'm going to fill that up with just a little bit of chocolate right there. Take it, and I'm going to dip it on its side, like it's falling over a little bit. I'm actually going to take a little bit of this. I'm going to put a little bit down there for it to lay in. Give it a little puddle of goo, a puddle of whipped cream to sit in. That's going to help it stick in there, just like that. Now, before I add any more decorations, I'm going to put the whipped cream around the edges. Now, again, I want to make sure that I'm applying the whipped cream on the edges so that it connects to both the silicone on the top and the puffy paint on the bottom. So I'm actually going to go kind of at a, oh look, it's a bubble. So you want to go all the way around there. Now it's going to take a couple hours for this to set up and dry, so you want to make sure that you don't touch your little peaks, otherwise it's going to mess it up. So then you want to decide where your other objects are going to go, and if you need to add a little bit of silicone in there for them to sit on. Lay a little bit of frosting down in there. And I'm going to put this one right in there like that. like it looks delicious. And I would leave this for a good couple hours to let it dry. And then you can take this lid off and put it on top of this box, and then you have a finished piece. So have fun with your deco denning and all your creative stuff. Remember to have fun. God bless you guys, and keep drawing. Bye-bye.